Please welcome none other than the first Vice President of the NRA, Allan Cors, everybody.
Well, Allan, it's great to have you here. You've been involved in the Gun Collector Committee for years. You're a very dedicated gun collector. You have one of the most interesting collections that I know of. Tell people a little bit about what you collect.
I collect tanks. Full-size, 1-to-1 scale, operational tanks. It's a lot of fun. Little boys never grow up.
Just the price of their toys go up. We've got a Garand sitting in front of us. One of your personal favorites is the M1 Garand, from what I understand. Tell us a little bit about that and your interest with the Garand.
Well, I started gun collecting in probably 1958 or 1959. One of the first rifles I acquired was an English-proofed M1 Garand rifle. So that was my first touch of this love affair with M1 rifles, and I've got a lot of M1 rifles these days.
When you look at the history of the M1 Garand, it's a remarkable American success story. The Garand was the right rifle in the right place at the right time. Tell us a little bit about the history of the development and adoption of this rifle.
Well, John Garand went to work for the Springfield Armory in November of 1919. And that's where he developed his rifle, which was known as the Model 1920. And then in 1921, he developed what was known as the Model of 1921, which is a primer-actuated rifle. Garand had actually developed a rifle in 276, and when this edict came along, he went back and redesigned it for 3006. So that rifle was adopted by the U.S. in January of 1936.
So America went into World War II with this 8-shot, in-block clip-fed, semi-automatic rifle. Shoots the 8 rounds, the clip pops out, you just insert another clip. Did it make a difference in the war that Americans were carrying these?
What I've heard from vets who talked about it, they loved the rifle. And the Germans had a G40, G41s, G43s, which were semi-automatic rifles, but they weren't nearly as durable and reliable as this rifle. This was I think the supreme rifle of World War II.
Did I hear that you've got John Garand's rifle?
I was privileged and blessed to have an opportunity to buy John Garand's rifle. When his son decided they wanted to sell the rifle, they wanted bios of the potential buyers. There were several bidders on the rifle, and we had to submit our biographies. And then after that happened, my biography was approved, but then I had to go for a personal interview. So the nice thing about it is they really wanted the rifle to go to a good home. They just didn't want to sell a rifle, and who cares what happens to it. I feel I was privileged and blessed to be able to wind up having this rifle, serial number 1 million, and that's what they presented to John Garand when he retired.
Is that currently on loan anywhere, or is it on public view?
It's in the hands of a museum right now. It'll be on view very shortly.
Great.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Allan, thank you so much for being a
nice
part
to be
of
with
the
you guys
today.
Oh, it's great to see you, Allan. Thank you.